I think we handled it particularly well. Despite how the playoffs ended, I feel like we had a successful season. We accomplished a lot of things. Different guys accomplished some individual goals. We accomplished some goals as a team. So I think we handled the expectations well in the regular season.
So what went wrong in the playoffs? Now you've had 4 games to see it all.
I don't know if it was so much that we could do. I think, like I said, I give a lot of credit to Washington. I think they had all cylinders flowing on both ends of the floor. They were in sync on the offensive end, in sync on the defensive end. In each of the 4 games, they had somebody different make big plays for them, and that's a sign of a team that's peaking. So I give a lot of credit to them. Offensively, we didn't play as well, but I credit that back to Washington. They did a lot of things to take us out of a lot of sets, a lot of places where we like to catch the ball, made it extremely difficult for us.
Individually, you had a good season, a fantastic 6th man of the year. Are you excited to come back here next year if you get the opportunity? And if so, do you expect your role to change as far as starting lineup, or what's your take on that?
Well, 6th man has been my role for the past 6-7 years of my career. It's a lane that I've been comfortable in, and something starting or being a 6th man has never really been a goal of mine. It's just always been a goal whenever I'm inside the lines to just have a positive impact on the floor. As far as the future holds, I enjoyed my time here. I really enjoyed the fan base and the teammates, and this is a A1 organization. Just from head to toe, I really enjoyed my time here. So we'll see what the future holds.
You weren't here last year, but a lot of the guys we've been talking to about how well they played defensively last year and how much of a slip off there was this year. Do you get a sense of what happened with this team this year and why there was such a drop on the defensive end?
I can't really call it. Like you said, I can't compare it to last year because I don't know. I know basketball is a rhythm game. I know that we had 5 or 6 guys that played the same positions that were in and out in minutes. And things were up and down as far as that was going, and we were trying to find a rhythm, and it's an extremely difficult thing to do when you're trying to do it on the run. You take a guy like JJ who's playing well, then he's not playing so well, then he's playing well, and and it's like where are you gonna play him? Are you gonna play him in front of DeMar? Who's the franchise player here? It's difficult. And so I think a lot of that stuff just comes down to rhythm, just comes down to having a consistent role on a team, and just for whatever reason we weren't as sharp as as they've compared in the past.
I don't mean to force you into the GM role, but if there's just a little bit of redundancy or repetition, does that kind of lend to maybe a couple of tweaks or changes at least to put depth in other positions to get rid of some of those potential issues?
It's a GM question, man. Like you said, I'm a player. I go out there and I compete with the guys that are in the locker room. Whoever they bring in, that's who I work with.
Do you have a sense yet of what you might be looking for when it comes to the contract or something?
No, we'll have some conversations about it. Just going to take some time off, rest my body, and when the time presents itself, I'm sure we'll start figuring everything out.
What were your impressions of Coach Dwayne Casey in your first year with him?
I really like Coach. He's a motivational coach. He really gets guys going, just as far as getting guys fired up. He's a very passionate guy, but I really enjoy my time with Coach.